Alongside hockey insider Pierre LeBrun in what could be classified as the year of the goaltender. Interesting, Pierre. Mike Vernon and Tom Barrasso, 4 Stanley Cups between the two of them, 2 each. Henrik Lundqvist, no Stanley Cups, and yet he was probably the most no-brainer of the entire class.
Well, he was. I mean, let's call it for what it is. And I think it's also representative of the different eras and the way that the Hockey Hall of Fame is going to continue to deal with the different eras. It absolutely mattered for Mike Vernon and for Tom Barrasso that they won Stanley Cups and led those teams to Stanley Cups for them to finally get into the Hockey Hall of Fame. But it's not even a matter of discussion for a guy like Henrik Lundqvist, who was the best goalie in the world for a long time. Yeah, he didn't win a cup. Guess what? There's 32 teams in the NHL. Just like we saw with the Sedin twins last year, this is going to become the norm in a 32-team league, that great players don't have that cup ring, and it's not really top of the agenda for the selection committee.
And if you're looking for themes, how about great representation for the province of Quebec? Because Pierre Lacroix goes in the builders category, Caroline Ouellette, and of course, Pierre Turgeon going into the players category.
Yeah, and I know that Pierre Turgeon's inclusion wasn't celebrated by every single hockey fan. I don't know why it wasn't. I mean, honestly, this probably should have happened before, in my estimation. He was the highest scoring player among the retired players in the month of June when he got that phone call. That wasn't in the hall yet. Now, of course, that distinction belongs to Joe Thornton, and he will get his day in 3 years. But for Pierre Turgeon, I think it's well-deserved. I think it's also neat that Caroline Ouellette talked about this over the weekend. She used to come to the Hockey Hall of Fame as a kid. She grew up a massive Montreal Canadiens fan, and she says it's amazing feeling now to have my plaque alongside all those Habs heroes that she had. Let me tell you this, a lot of young girls who play hockey will look up to her plaque and realize that that's a dream for them as well.
I was talking to Ken Hitchcock. He's thrilled to be going into the Hall of Fame, obviously. Really proud of his cup in 1999, but just as proud, if not more, of the 9 times he represented Canada, including 3 gold medals at the Olympics.
7-Eleven That's Hockey is brought to you by 7-Eleven. Get meals, groceries, essentials, and of course, Slurpee delivered.